episode of Shift. I'm your host, Palmonia Gordon. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I wanted to talk to us about wisdom. I know I'm clearly not the expert on the subject, but I'm learning. And even in the art of learning, I think there's a credit there. So how wise are you? For those of you who know me, know I love to read. So I'm going to recommend a book. It's called Get Wise by Bob Merritt, Merritt. And one of the first thing he says in the book, he says, for anyone who says, I don't like to read, he says, get used to failure. And I thought, damn, this guy is like straight up, right? He says, if you don't like to read, you have to get used to failure, because in order to be successful, in order to win, in order to become more, it means you're going to commit yourself to personal development, to read in book, to read in stories, to get the information that you don't readily have. And a lot of this that he does, he was going through the book of Proverbs because he says that was his favorite book growing up. But he, in one part, he says, the scripture says, though it costs you everything, we should get wisdom. But he was talking about the story of King Solomon, who we know, when he became king. And I think he was at 7 years old. For those of you who don't know the story, he was 7 years old when he became king. And two ladies came to him. One in the night, she rolled over and killed her baby. And they were living in the same room. So she took the other lady's baby and says that was her baby. So they went before the king, and now this little boy now had this huge job of deciding who should get the child. Both people are saying, okay, it's my baby. So he said, okay, get me a sword and cut the baby in half. And one mama says, no, it's okay. Give her the baby. The other lady said, yeah, cut the baby in half, cut the baby in half. And then he said to them, give the baby to the mom who said not to cut the baby, because ladies, we know, right? We've gone through the pain. We'd rather give the child away and know the child is alive than actually watch that child being cut in half. So that was what, he had asked. He prayed for wisdom. But what the Bible is teaching is that when we actually get wisdom, with wisdom comes wealth and everything else. He says, go after, part of what it's saying is, if we go after wealth, you might get nothing, but go after wisdom and you get wealth thrown in. It says, if you go after wealth, you get life thrown in. Riches are long life, protection, health, and good reputation. Riches, because people of wisdom work hard, save, eliminate debt, and don't gamble away their money. Long life, because wise people don't ask to... He had a crazy story that he did with a bike, and he ran out of gas, and he had his friend tied the bike on a rope to the back of his car and towed him miles and miles. Protection, because wise people accumulate a reservoir of goodwill among friends who are fiercely loyal and rally to their aid during hard times. So basically saying protection means you have good friends, you have a good circle of influence around you. And health, because wise people eat right, pace themselves, avoid foolish addictions, and entrust their worries to a benevolent God. And a good reputation, because wise people earn the respect of their families and friends. So that's just my little take today on wisdom. For in all you're getting, get wisdom. And this book is called Get Wise. I highly recommend it. It's a great read. And it's about us shifting, and we can't shift. You can move your body physically, but you can go nowhere. But if you move your mind, You have gone to places that you cannot even imagine. Your body has to work to keep up with where your mind is taking you once you allow your imagination to open up. As the saying is, once the mind expands, it can conform back. And I think that's the shift I want for us to have as we grow and as we move into 2019, because we're on the cusp of something amazing. And it starts with us expanding our mind, with us building our self-worth and our self-belief and our self-value, because you're precious, you're wonderful, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. That's what the scripture says. Remember to comment. Remember to subscribe. Click thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. I'm not sure if it allows it to get 2, but give me 2 thumbs up for this message. Share it with those that are around. Check out my website, palmoniagordon.com. And if you're looking for a coach or a mentor, give me a call. Send me a message on social media. You can message me on my website as well. Okay? I love you. Continue like the second hand on the clock. It takes 60 tiny moves to get to 1 minute. And then at 1 minute, we do 60 tiny moves to get to an hour. But whatever it is, we keep taking tiny shifts so we can keep moving. I love you. God bless you.